Very important that we head over to Canada, because if you thought you were in a housing crisis where you were outside of Canada, you have no idea what's going on in Canada. It's beyond. We're probably talking major civil unrest coming to Canada. Toronto real estate inventory surges now deeper into a bear market. Most people will look at this from around the world and say, who cares? Actually, it matters, because when you're paying $700,000 for a one-bedroom condo that you could buy for 30 grand in other parts of the world, you're in a lot of trouble. People are over-leveraged. They took on too much debt. And Toronto home prices are closing and rolling back 3 years. So if you bought if you bought 3 years ago, you are officially underwater. You are now underwater. You have over-leveraged into the millions to buy something, a piece of cloud in the sky, or a piece of a house, detached home that's realistically worth a couple, maybe 180, 200,000. When you tie in your wages and your income, what you make, what you have left over, housing should be 180 to 240. Governments keep raising taxes. The price of houses need to drop so people could afford to eat, live, and sleep, right? And what did we tell you? Oh, we told you all kinds here. Didn't we tell you all kinds? Toronto is dying. A one-bedroom in Toronto now costs $2,500 a month. Tax hike, energy hikes. Get out of Toronto by 2020. Top 10 reasons why I left Toronto. You will be taxed to death 6 years ago. Toronto mass exodus is real. Food and fuel set to skyrocket, pushing out young families 3 years, 9 months ago. Toronto is the most unhappiest city. Toronto liar mortgages. Toronto area is crumbling. It doesn't end. Toronto money, cash, illegal housing crisis 5 years ago. Get out of Toronto and Vancouver now. It's a scam. Taxes, traffic congestion, work from home 6 years ago. It just keeps going on. Over half of Toronto can't afford a one-bedroom. Get out now. So look at this, guys. Half of Toronto can't afford a one-bedroom. Why? Because of this. Ontario's big cities saw investors buy up to 85% of condos, fueled by government incentives. What do you mean government incentives, Mike? Why are these foreign investors, predominantly from China, like 98% are from China, why are they getting incentives to buy real estate in Canada? Well, because Canadians can't afford to get into their own markets. And they work 3 jobs and they still can't get in. That's 3 jobs per person. And they still can't get into the... So what did governments do? Back in 2019, they were giving incentives for foreign Chinese nationals to come in, and you'll get incentives, okay, for buying in Canada, right? And what do we say? Here it is. Let's go back to this. Canada wants more Chinese, 500,000 per year, to help prop our ailing housing market. CCP takeover. 7 months, 7 years, 9 months ago. 7 years, 9 months ago. Canada, get ready for more Chinese. More parked money. Rest in peace, middle class. 5 years ago. America, wake up. Canada's your biggest threat. Canada is now China. Fentanyl and money laundering. So all these problems, Chinese millionaires using backdoor into Canada to help fake housing market. Rest in peace, middle class, 5 years ago. And it's kind of funny because most of this stuff is before they pulled the trigger on the pandemic. And they shut you down and they forced you to take it and to trust the science. They forced you to trust the science. Remember that, folks? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Make sure I got... Yeah. All right, the comments are moving nicely here tonight on Mike of the Night, episode 573.